Why new players are quitting World of Warcraft by Venruki? Hey, I would like to know as well why new players are quitting.
Wonder how you don't get burnt out of this game. Playing alts has been really, really fun for me. I mix it up, man. Sometimes I focus on TBC, sometimes I focus on retail.
Yeah, that keeps it more exciting.
I just give myself like little projects in the game. Yeah, I mean, alts are what keep the game fresh. 100%. True. Here's another thing that's really, really important. I wish the developers understood this. Well, maybe they do understand it. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know who needs to hear it, but it's not just an alt problem. Like, you have people that want to return to the game and try the expansion, and they can't.
Why not?
Because it's totally unrealistic,
the grind?
The stuff they need to do to be able to play the game. You know what I mean? If someone's a WoW player and they want to like try out Mythic Plus and try out raiding and try out PvP, the amount of shit they have to do to get to that point is actually dumb. Like, I apologize, but it's stupid.
Yeah, Thorgas sucks, especially if you like need the legendary. And what's like strange is even if you have like good gear and you try to get into a group and let's say everything is on 230, 240 eye level, but you don't wear a single legendary because maybe recently you just changed your spec or something and you no longer have a legendary that fits. Like, I give you guys a good example. Let's say you play on a Elemental Shaman, for example, okay? And then you switch to Enhancement Shaman. And then suddenly your legendary that you had for the Elemental Shaman is useless on your Enhancement Shaman, right? Or maybe like the other way around, you switch from Enhancement to Elemental, because Elemental is just so broken in M+, right? Then you no longer can use your Enhancement Shaman's legendary, so you have to grind it again. And if the meta changes with a certain patch, maybe you want to change your spec, and then you need to go back to Thorgas and again and again and again. Yo, that's so annoying. Like, I don't like the grind. I find it very, very annoying.
Stupid. Even if they keep adding alt catch-up, there needs to just be catch-up, because some
like
people don't have alts. Some people, it's just their main character, and if it's just your main character, you're totally screwed. So that's my 2 cents. I had an experience. Here's an experience that I had. This alone should be a video. Like, I should just make a video and send this to the developers. Okay, here we go. You ready? This is what happened. Let me tell you guys a little story. All right, we might actually turn this into a YouTube video or something like that, okay? Here's a little story for you guys, okay? And this is a situation I feel like the developers should be made aware of, because people want to play the game, but they can't, okay? And obviously saying that they can't is hyperbole, but you have to understand, it's like, this is the analogy I like to use. The analogy I like to use is, it's like someone says, oh man, I want to go for a hike. You know what I mean? It's like their first hike they've ever done in their whole life. And you drop them off at the base of Mount Everest. Okay? You drop them off at the base of Mount Everest. It's just, they're going to give up before they even try. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it is in WoW right now. And I know that they added a lot of catch-up stuff for alts, but it's not just alts you have to be concerned with. I think you should be even more concerned with getting new players into the game, or people that haven't tried Shadowlands that want to play Shadowlands, okay?
You know what I really hate so freaking much about like maxing characters? It is renown. Like, yeah, now you can buy, if you have at least one character on 80, you can buy the 40 renown. But getting renown is so annoying because it's locked behind resets of like dailies and weeklies and stuff like that. Because if you make a character, I maxed out a hunter these days, orc survival hunter, and I'm now renown 50 in like 2-3 days I've been max. Because I can't get more than like 5 or 6 renown a day. It's just not possible, because you get like maybe 1 or 2 dungeons because your item level is 160, 170. Like, I was lucky that my guild carried me yesterday. I had like 2 guild mates that helped me to do a M0 because I picked Kyrian on my freaking hunter. So I had to do for the storyline of Kyrian. And that's the only covenant that freaking has that. I had to do a dungeon. And when I queued for like normal, nobody queues for normal anymore because Shadowlands has been out for so long. There are barely any that are doing normal dungeons. And I'm a DPS as well since I'm a survival hunter. So I had to like beg my guild, please help me. I need 2 good DPS. Can you guys come and help me out or something? So like 2 people came, and I didn't find a second DPS, but just 1. But 1 tank decided to help out. And he had like a really high item level. So it was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then I had like 1 renown. I got 1 renown for the quest line. But then I had like so much time left. It was like early night and I want to play till like late night, right? But I couldn't play anymore because there was like no daily or anything that can give me more renown and stuff. And I was like upset because I know if I want to push for like some better gear and maybe do like higher keys, I also need to get my renown up so I can have like my from my soulbind like all this different energies and stuff like that. So it's so annoying with the renown. I think they need to do something where you can have an unlimited grind of renown. I mean, you could spam Thorghast like layer, I think it was like layer 8 or was it like layer 7 where you get like 100% a guarantee for a renown, and you also get like the cinders. I think they start around, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 8, right? And yeah, and then you just spam that so you get your legendary and your renown up. But if you are like just starting out and you're, let's say, item level 210, 220, it will be tough for you to spam Thorghast layer whatever, like 8. So yeah, the renown is so annoying because you have to always wait for quests to reset. So you're literally AFKing your character for 2-3 weeks to have maximum renown. That's so stupid.
So this is a real story. I shit you not. Okay? I was doing LFG, and I saw a Ret Paladin that was like 1200. And I was like, I'm gonna help this guy get his 1400 so he can upgrade his gear.
Have fun.
So I joined his group. We play a bunch of games. He goes up some rating. He gets to like 1500 or something like that. And then I noticed he doesn't have a legendary. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't have a legendary? That's crazy. And then I realized he didn't have a covenant. Okay, so he had no legendary, no covenant, and then he started linking me his conduits. Okay, he started linking me his conduits and asked how he could put them in his gear. So he's trying to socket his conduits into his gear because he didn't understand how any of it worked. Now this guy,
wait, what?
I assume bought a level 60 boost. Okay, this guy bought a level 60 boost, and what he did was just play BGs. So he just played a bunch of BGs.
So
I actually have his
PvP?
armory right here. His name is Holy Dickens, okay? So you guys can look at his gear, okay? He grinded
That's
all
not
of
bad.
his honor gear. This is what he did. He grinded all of his honor gear, okay? He's right here. And then after he got full honor gear, he started queuing rated arena. And obviously, he's got no legendary, he's got no covenant, he's got no conduits, he's got no chance. So he's hard stuck 1200, grinding out the conquest wins. He has like 300 games played. And
that is actually sad because if you look at this guy's gear, like he's pointing out, he has a lot of 233 eye level pieces. And now he has to do the annoying renown grind. And if it's someone that, and this is now the sad part, like I said, if you have 180, you can get renown 40 on an alt, right? But if you're a new player and you have to grind renown and stuff to get like the full benefit of your soul binds from your covenant and all that, and you get like your energies, like it's so annoying because you have to farm for, it took me more than a month almost, right, for renown 80. It was so annoying. Like I had to wait always for stuff to reset. Like the issue is, if you want to get into dungeons, you need to have like a foundation already. You should have like at least one legendary. You should have several item level, at least 210, 220 pieces. Because if your item level is really low, and let's say your item level 197, 98, and you look for like dungeon finder, as if you're DPS, like the people that make the groups, they will get like requests by people that are maybe 220, 230, and that even on an M0 or a +2. So you have so much competition these days with like high item level on really low M+ levels that you can't get into a group almost. Like it really sucks. Like you need to be really high even for like low dungeons these days because of the competition. Because when I did like yesterday a group for like with Dungeon Finder, like I had requests by many people, and I picked, maybe this was like by instinct because I know if they have higher item level we clear faster, but I only picked like the 220, 230 eye level people that requested to join us, and this was an M0 dungeon, right? So yeah, if you have like not the right gear and your item level, and like maybe this guy is still okay because he only has a couple of 190s. He has like a lot of 233s. But if they see he has like no legendary, I don't know how people are going to react. Like it's not like Final Fantasy 14 where everyone is nice. Like let's be real. Like a large portion of players are very sensitive when it comes to gearing. Let's just say that. Like Final Fantasy 14 is no problem. Like you can be a very casual player and you can still get into nice dungeon runs.
I join his group.
With nice groups.
I join his group. This is a true story. I join his group. We play. We get 1500, and I tell him, I'm like, bro, you don't have your legendary. You don't have your conduits. You don't have.
He plays good, right? Like
your
how the way he
covenant.
describes
Like
it.
you need to get those. I literally get in Discord with him. Okay, I get in Discord with him, and I link him a guide. All right, I link him a guide on how to get all of these things unlocked, and I tell him exactly what he needs to do to level them up. And he says okay reluctantly, and then he literally quits. Instead of doing all of those things, he literally just stops playing the game. He literally
saw it
quit
as an
that
obstacle
day.
to fun.
I'm not joking. Like this is
Holy shit. I wonder how many people actually quit WoW like this. Like imagine like you have an obstacle, like you know what's what I hate about like when certain video games have that. If you're playing a video game, why are you playing the video game? Because you want to have fun, you want to get away from daily life stress and stuff. Like a game should be relaxing to play that, right? But if you have like a game where there are tons of obstacles and rules and the grind is too heavy, like you're not gonna enjoy it as much. For example, like BDO, I'm not sure if it changed, but it used to be so grindy. And when I looked at like all the MMOs and I wanted to get an MMO, I had like options like ESO, World of Warcraft, like Guild Wars. There was like all sorts of stuff, and everything was like less grindy than BDO. So of course I didn't get BDO because I heard like this game is so grindy. So what was I playing instead? Elder Scrolls Online the whole time. So yeah, it's like that. If you have like obstacles in the way of fun, what will you do? You will probably quit, or you will try to overcome those obstacles. And the harder it is to overcome those obstacles, the more likely it is for someone to actually quit. So that's the sad case of this guy here.
a true story. This is someone who wanted to PvP. This is someone who wanted to play. He grinded
He's just
all
into
of his honor
PvP,
gear.
right?
He
So why
grinded
does he
a bunch
need
of his
that?
conquest gear. And then when I told him all the other stuff he needed to do, I was like, oh yeah, you got to do your tour
just wants to
get your
PvP.
legendary. You got to do the world bosses. Here's your guide.
Doesn't
get your
like
renown
PvP.
up. Grind your conduits. He's fuck that, and he quit. So this is a true story of a real player.
PvP
And I'm sure
guy.
he's not the first person, okay? So I'm just putting that out there. People want to play the game, but it's way too jarring, okay? So I don't know what needs to happen, but
yeah, a lot needs to happen.
there's a problem. There's a clear problem, and it definitely needs to be fixed because WoW is not accessible right now to someone returning to the game.
Yeah, and for new players with the renown. Oh, wow, this sucks. You know what I think they should do with renown, and maybe some people are going to disagree with me, but this is, in my opinion, the most fun route. If the developers want them to experience a Covenant storyline, then why not make it to where if you finish the Covenant storyline, like you are renown 80, like you don't need to do dungeons, or at least like 70 or something. Like I think you don't get enough renown from doing the quest line. And what would also be nice is if you do the quest line of the Covenant, you get like at least 230 legendary or the materials from just doing the quest that you are almost to like max already, and you only need to grind for maybe like a week or so. Like why they don't add more rewards for doing the storyline of the Covenant? Because they could actually make it so much less complex by just giving more rewards for doing the Covenant story quest, like more renown. Why don't we get 3 renown or 4 for a reward, not just 1? Like this is something I don't get. Because if you finish your campaign for the Covenant, you still have to farm for like weeks. It's so annoying. And that with Thorgest too. I wish you could just do it once and it's for like the whole account or something. That would be so much better. But hey, let's see what they are doing. I mean, now Microsoft owns Blizzard, so maybe they have some plans for us, who knows. Maybe nothing will change. Like, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section if you think stuff will change now. And have you ever met like players that quit because the grind was too heavy? Do you have also some stories like with this guy here that wanted to just be a PvP player, but he couldn't because he had to do so much PvE? Like, let me know in the comment section your experiences, how you feel about the game, what is annoying you to grind. And if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. And I would also really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. This will help out with the YouTube algorithm. And I wish everyone a wonderful day. I will see you guys next time.